And what I'm saying is that why wouldn't a bird want fruit and cheese? I'm told those things are both like wonderful.
I have heard that ham is a preferred thing to go on pizza with the fruit.
Well, I mean, yeah, cool, sure. I mean, but birds aren't normally carnivores. At least seagulls aren't, as far as I've seen. They're mostly potatovores. Like I see them down at the pier stealing French fries all the damn time.
I have seen seagulls devour whole hot dogs.
Well, but like, don't I figure that them being wild animals would probably prefer the sugar that's in a fruit.
What
Like,
about the carbohydrates that are in the pizza?
I feel like it's mainly a human thing that they like carbohydrates so much. You don't really see any like if other animals liked carbohydrates enough, they would have figured out farming too.
I need a minute. Seagulls do not have the appendages to farm and create agriculture.
Well, I mean, no, but they have those big mouth. They have those enormous mouths. I mean, they can use them as shovels. I'm sure.
Are you insinuating they would be able to create tools to cut down trees in order to make other stuff?
Well, I mean, the thing is that you don't need other stuff. I mean, they're natural dispersers of seeds in the first place. I mean, provided that you can dig a hole in a place that's not fallow. I mean, bam, you can just kind of they do their business in the hole, and then 6 months later, bam, or however long it takes for a freaking apple tree or
But
pineapples to grow.
but seagulls tend to prefer beach areas. They would not go to places that are prime for agriculture.
I mean, see, like you can there's a large amount of I mean, not like on the beach, anyways, but there's a large amount of agriculture within 20 miles of any shore on Earth. I mean, 80% of people, 80% of humans these days live within 100 miles of shore. That's absolutely within a seagull's flight range.
I think a sparrow would be more likely to create farmland.
Well, I mean, personality wise, sure, but like they just don't have they don't have the natural equipment. The sparrows got them tiny beaks, where the seagulls they can. I mean, yeah, be gross, but birds don't care about gross. They're birds. And gross.
They could use strips of creeper to create the necessary tools to create the. I forget what it is called to plant the crops.
The hole.
Yes, the holes to plant the crops.
Well, actually, good note on the sparrows. Like they and all nest making birds actually, because they already do a form of composting in the construction of their nests. If they deliberately made it out of more quickly degrading material, they could just again do their business in a little nest, and a little nest made out of composting material. If they understood what that actually meant, and then from there, that's like birds aren't that big. They don't need that many calories compared to the meat humans. That's what they're called. So I mean, it's. I feel like if they cared about carbohydrates enough, they would have figured it out.
But then why do they still scrounge for pizza?
Availability. Also, it's cooked, which is, I admit, probably a little bit of a barrier to. Like you take a cooked thing, to my understanding, and it supposedly tastes significantly improved compared to a raw version of that food. So, but the thing is, it's
I
not the fact
attempted
that.
to consume pizza once.
Say again.
My upkeepers had to clean out my insides for an entire day afterwards.
Well, right, but you don't have the equipment. Birds do. You don't have a digestive tract. Birds do. Even though it's kind of bad. But like
Perhaps
again,
I should be a bird.
I mean, it's if you can get the installs. I mean, you're already made out of a lighter alloy than most of the rest of us, right? Like that's part of the whole bee thing.
Correct.
So I mean, there's nothing wrong with possibilities, but like between all of the different toppings that a seagull specifically would want to go for, I feel like they would want to go with pineapple more than anything because bird diets are more fruit based than they are carbohydrate or protein based.
Anchovies would make more sense given their regular sea diet.
Well, yeah, but most humans don't eat anchovies because anchovies are, according to most humans, gross.
Then what about other meats, such as the aforementioned ham or pepperoni?
I feel like both of those are a little bit more difficult to actually get off of a slice of pizza if the bird can't eat the whole thing. Because like
Most
pineapple,
humans, if they don't like pepperoni, will pick off each pepperoni slice individually before eating it as cheese pizza.
I believe that I've been told by several preeminent scholars in the field of study that those are not actually humans. Those are animals masquerading as humans.
I have never heard such things. These are not in your case files.
You haven't read all of my case files. I know that for sure.
They are very fun to read.
I mean, I do like to sort of punch him up a little bit where I can, but I mean, fine. I'll tell you what. If you want, then I will go do an in-depth study down at the pier as to a quantitative and qualitative study about how many pizzas I see get stolen by seagulls.
I'm very interested to see your results.
Would you care to come with, provided that I bring earmuffs?